I've recently been accused of defending Chinamen.
He's an atheist, and he's basically defending a Chinese guy. I mean, I didn't watch the whole video. I don't know.
Goddamn atheists, always defending the fucking Chinese. I haven't seen any of their videos, but I know they're doing it. Now look, I've been the subject of an awful lot of scurrilous accusations in the past, but those didn't tarnish my reputation nearly so badly that I felt the need to respond. In this case, though, I really have to defend my honor. I mean, they're Chinamen.
Dude, Chinaman is not the preferred nomenclature.
Shut the fuck up, Walter! You're out of your element! But then again, you do have a point. I mean, what is this, the 1940s? Chinaman? It's just hard for me to keep up with the modern PC language after all these thousands of years, I'm sorry. What I meant to say was I'd never defend the Chinks.
You can't say that, Logicked. The YouTube heroes will flag this video as hate speech.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Padre, you're not welcome here.
But I have something very important to tell you, Logicked.
Yeah, I get it, dude. You say that every time, and then it always turns out to be totally ridiculous. I don't want to hear it.
But I have incredible news for you, Logicked. You must allow me to—
Besides, last time you threatened to send a rape angel after me.
Yes, your angel, Nemamaya.
Right. Nemamaya. So now you're not even denying it?
Using alchemy, I traveled to Venus to—
Just get out of here! Get!
Very well, Logicked. Be prepared for a nighttime intercession in your—
Get out of here, you disgusting old computer man. Ugh! Okay. Calm down, Lodge. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, so about my hat. I figured this Halloween thing was just gonna be a passing fad. I mean, in my opinion, only weirdos dress up in costumes and pretend to be like demons and lizards and stuff. But it seems to have caught on with the kids, and I don't think it's gonna go away, so I thought I'd have a try this year. So what do you think? Can you guess what I'm supposed to be? That's right, I'm a pirate. I put a lot of work into this costume, so I hope I get a lot of candy. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed my Halloween video. Bye!
Wasn't this supposed to be a response to some Chinese guy?
Oh hell, I thought this video seemed too easy. Okay, Top Hat, call him up.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Hold it, yes, hello. We won't be having any magical incantations here, but thank you for the offer. What are we talking about today?
Washroom.
I'm sorry?
Washroom, Allahu Akbar. Washroom, Allahu Akbar.
Are you serious? This doesn't sound very important.
You don't underestimate the importance of washroom.
You know what? You're right. I apologize. I don't know what I'd do without a washroom. That's true.
But I want to share with you one important thing about the adab of washroom.
Washroom etiquette? Put the toilet seat down. Use an air freshener when necessary.
Especially when you are cleaning up your baby. For those who have newborn baby.
Oh, I have a baby. I remember when she was really small, you'd have to be real careful to hold her head up in the little baby tub all the time to make sure that she didn't slide down and start to drown. That look on your face says this is really important, so I'm betting your advice is something like that. In which case, I'm real glad you're telling new parents about this, because not everyone realizes the danger of turning their back even just for a second. This could save some baby lives.
Sometimes your children or maybe are crying because you mistakenly put some soap somewhere and then get into the eye, they scream.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not quite as important, but actually when baby Elzebub was a newborn, it was really hard to bathe her because sometimes she'd decide she hated the water and scream like crazy. And while that on its own isn't so bad, not knowing how to make your baby stop crying in a lot of situations can really wear you down over time as a parent. So this still sounds useful. Please do go on.
Get into the eye, they scream. Don't beat them again.
Thanks again for giving parents such good wait, what?
Don't beat them again.
I'm sorry, I must be having a bit of trouble with your accent. I feel very silly about it, but could I ask you to repeat it just one more time?
Don't beat them again.
Don't beat them?
Again.
Again. Don't beat them again?
Don't beat them again.
You even have the hand gesture for beating. Do you meet a lot of people who need this told to them? No, you know what? I really think I have to be misunderstanding you, and I really don't want to get into a Cenk Uygur situation. Like this.
Quit claiming that these rioters are peaceful.
But let's note there that she said these protesters, they're not people.
Not for taser, I think.
What did he say? He said they need to taser that thing.
So maybe you mean don't bathe them again, and your accent is throwing me off real bad, and the hand gesture could just be an unfortunate coincidence? I hope. I mean, even then it doesn't sound great because you should bath your baby, but it's a lot better. So let's just say it's that. Okay, so why shouldn't I bathe my newborn baby after it cries, Hussein?
The more the baby cries in the washroom, you are disturbing the jinn inside the washroom. The jinn in the washroom is not a good jinn. And that's why before you enter the washroom, you enter with what leg? Left. Left. Left.
Left leg. Left leg. And what do you say?
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث.
Great! A magic spell the word off Jinn. Thank you. Fuck! That's it. I'm out. I can hold it for a while yet.
Seek refuge. Ask Allah to protect you from the male and female genie. They have male and female jinn there. You can't see them, they see you.
Well, I fucking saw that one, Hussein. What the hell was that, man? Now you got me scared to go in my own bathroom. I mean, I know I didn't pay for the bathroom, but a guy's got to pee somewhere, Yee.
Because you see, they also make dua. You know what they ask Allah?
Shut that baby up. I'm trying to take a dump in here.
When Allah give rizki to us, He said, how about our rizki? We don't have rizki. Allah said, you also have yours.
Oh, snap! Damn, Allah, that's a zinger. Actually, I'm not sure I get it.
Whoever eat and drink without you mention the name of Allah, that is your food.
Oh, that yes. Of course. Certainly me.
Whoever eat and drink with their left hand, they are feeding you.
Well, that sounds nice, but then why do you guys always eat with your right hand? If you eat with your right hand, only you get to eat. If you eat with your left hand, you get to eat, and a poor hungry jinni gets to eat. They don't have rizkia, Hussein. How else are they supposed to eat? Isn't Islam supposed to be all about charity?
Whoever sleep without saying Bismillahumma amutu wa ahya, meaning they allow you to sleep side by side.
You look inordinately worried about that. Frankly, I'm much more worried about the jinn watching me in the bathroom. I mean, I'm not ashamed of what I do in my sleep, but in the bathroom, I've said too much.
That's why sometimes we have sleepless night. Because he was beside us.
Okay, sleepless nights are caused by forgetting to say your jinn repelling spell, and so a jinni decides to sleep next to you. So what if you do say your spell and you still have a sleepless night? Is a jinni just ignoring the spell and sleeping next to you anyway? Because if so, I'm not sure your spell works as well as you think it does. And if not, have you considered that if sleepless nights happen without a jinni sleeping in your bed, it's possible that jinn aren't actually the cause of sleepless nights?
Alhamdulillah, he's just beside, he's not on us. Sometimes you experience some pressure on you. This is worse.
What do these jinn do when they lay on me? I only ask because I've been a little jittery about people lying on top of me in my sleep without consent ever since Padre told me that Angel Nemamaya was going to rape me in my sleep. Why do you have to keep scaring me with this shit, man? I'm severely triggered right now. Look at me. Look how triggered I am. In fact, I'm pretty sure your video counts as harassment of rape victims, and I require you to flog yourself in repentance. Thanks.
You know one of the dua of Iblis? He said, oh Allah, since you cursed me already, I'm a bad guy now. Can you spare my life until the day of judgment?
And Allah said, are you fucking kidding me, asshole? I'm omniscient, you tool. You think I can't see that all you want a long life for is to screw with people? I mean, you're literally Satan. What do you take me for, some kind of idiot?
He asked Allah for a long life to mislead people.
And then Allah said, besides, dude, I can read your mind too. I'm God, you dickhead. You don't even think you have a good reason to ask for a long life. You're kind of pissing me off, you know that? In fact, you know what? Now you never existed, cunt.
And Allah Rabbul Alameen said to him, I will give you, a long life until the day of judgment. Meaning, until the doomsday, Satan will be there.
Here's a tip for the creators of future religions. If you're gonna make up a god to worship, try not to make him sound like a total moron.
Yeah, you enter with your left leg, alhamdulillah. Or left foot, then you say something, then you come up. After coming up from the washroom, what do you do? With which leg do you step up? Right leg. Ghufranak. That's all. But how many of us look at the mirror and make dua? How many of us say, Allahumma? Yeah. Kama hasanta khalqi fahassin khuluqi. When you sneeze, what do you say? First, second, third, alhamdulillah. You sneeze, you get reward. You go to toilet, you got reward. Looking at the mirror, you got reward because you remember Allah. You made dua to Allah Rabbul Alameen.
Okay, I admit it, I skipped a lot of boring crap, so yeah, if you make sure to say the right prayers when you do everything, you'll rack up reward tokens. Waste your whole life worrying about whether you uttered the right magic words in every single moment of every single day, and you might just collect enough tokens to get into heaven. But Allah reserves the right to deny or admit anyone access at any time for any reason, and to arbitrarily change the price for each person, so the tokens really mean nothing at all. Hey, it's a private company, he can do whatever he wants. But hey, you might still get a consolation prize of a giant stuffed bear to snuggle while you burn in the hellfire.
And then you want to get breakfast, you use your right hand, you said Bismillah. Minimum, you said Bismillah.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. That gets you 20 tokens. It'll help you get a lot closer to the random number of tokens you need to avoid the hellfire. Make sure you keep your mind on what words you're supposed to say when. I'm gonna need you to dedicate as many CPU cycles as you can to this, so don't think you can spare any time to puzzle through whether any of this is true or, makes any sense at all. If you waste cycles on that, you might just risk going into the hellfire. You don't want that, do you?
Then you check in the fortress, the book, for the Muslim, that recommend you to make dua the Prophet taught us. Not dua that our Sheikh create some new dua to you. No. Not to Guru miya dua, no. But the dua from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
That's right, it's not enough just to say a prayer and feel sincere about it. Allah knows your intentions already, so what would be the point of that? This isn't about your intentions. It's about making sure you're good and distracted. Totally immersed, totally fearful, a nervous wreck, so you keep believing without a second thought. Memorize which hand goes here and does this, which foot goes there and does that. A different prayer and a different action for every activity. Don't mix them up. Remember the reward tokens. Keep that attention on the minute details and off the big picture. Or else.
When you go into your car, normally what do you do, brothers? We are the driver, what do we do?
The brothers are the drivers? You're in Malaysia, dude. I'm pretty sure women can drive in Malaysia. Well, maybe they're just not good Muslims if they do. I don't fucking know.
Don't go in and you're on the radio. Put on singing. Everywhere is music.
You look like you just smelled a fart. It's just sound. Calm yourself.
We are worried we die with music. We didn't die with the name of Allah.
You're worried about that. Okay, what about silence? What if you die while hearing silence? Does that make you quiver with fear? That's not the name of Allah either. See, some of my viewers probably thought I was exaggerating about the total immersion, the fear over not being good enough, the way this religion is designed to become a pointless obsession. But listen to this. I could die at any moment, and in that moment I might not be hearing or speaking the name of Allah. Must be better, must worship more, must pray more, must not think about anything else. Allah's after me, Allah's gonna get me, Allah's gonna kill me, and he's gonna hurt me. Enough! Okay, so I'm in my car, I've ripped out the radio, I've smashed it, I've driven over it a couple of times to make sure it's good and dead. Now let me guess. I say a prayer. What do I say, Hussein?
For a short journey, Subhanallah sakrana. For a longer journey, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Oh, well that's not so bad, I think I
Then
can...
you say Subhanallah sakrana. Then Allahumma inna nas'aluka fi safarina haza al-birra wa taqwa wa min al-amali ma tarda.
Oh...
Too long for us, huh?
Yes.
Is that too long for you?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Is that dua a problem?
Oh, now you're doing the mob boss thing, huh? Your protection money is $5,000 this month. That's not going to be a problem, is it?
If you still find it difficult, now they come up with all the posters. You have all the small one, you can even just put it and stick the sticker and put it somewhere. At least you look at it, it helps you.
Now, for only $19.99, you can have this amazing poster to help you remember the most important prayers you need to know. Earn up to 5,000 Heaven Reward tokens each and every day with these useful Arabic phrases. It's a small price to pay to avoid the hellfire.
And now we have also, Darussalam came up with a, like the cigarette one. You put on the cigarette, what you call it, the burner. You plug it in, when you start your engine, it will start to teach you how to make dua safar. And we do sell it in our center.
You know what? I'm going to teach you how to make dua safar right now, because I feel the need to demonstrate just how insane this entire practice really is. And it's going to take a while, but how are you supposed to have a classic Logic video without an unnecessarily long-winded segment about some random pointless crap? So if you feel like you're going to be bored by me rambling and looking at web pages, skip ahead about, 7 minutes. Okay, so here are the most important dua. I'll try to pronounce it properly. Dua for traveling Muslims. These are the most important ones, so I'm assuming that means there's more. Some of them aren't too bad. If we look at dua of the guest for their host, look how short this is. Nice little, oh Allah bless them, that which you have provided them, forgive them and have mercy upon them. Let's hear that how that sounds.
اللهم بارك لهم فيما رزقتهم واغفر لهم وارحمهم.
Okay, I was kind of already getting impatient waiting for him to shut the fuck up, but not too bad. Let's see. Istikara dua. Slightly less good.
اللهم إني أستخيرك بعلمك وأستقدرك بقدرتك وأسألك من فضلك العظيم فإنك تقدر ولا أقدر وتعلم ولا
Half the time they manage to fool you into thinking that there's some kind of rhythm to it, but not this time. This is bad. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm already bored. We're not even halfway through, I'm already bored of that one. Here is the one for when you get in your car.
Bismillah walhamdulillah.
Okay, so I'm in my car. Do I get to turn on the engine yet? Or do I have to wait to turn on the engine until I'm done saying this? Can I like take it out of park? I know I can't turn on the radio. I mean, I'm just mumbling here for 5 minutes while I wait with my fucking engine idling. Do you know the carbon cost of leaving your engine idling for this long? I'm gonna die of carbon monoxide poisoning. Come on, what time is it? Okay, well, my wife already died in the hospital. Dua when starting a journey and returning from a journey. Oh, come on. Oh, you can do it. There you go. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. So this is the one that Hussain Yee was talking about. I'm not going to make you listen to this whole thing either. You get the point. This is nuts. But if you think this is nuts, you haven't seen a more complete list of du'as for other activities. Look along the left side of the page here. For morning and evening, at time of difficulty when sleeping, after having a bad or a good dream, on awaking from sleep, when entering the toilet, when coming out of the toilet. We're familiar with those ones now. At the beginning of making wudu. On and 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 on. You see what I mean about this being designed to keep you distracted. Let's try after having a bad or a good dream. So, this isn't too long, but Alhamdulillah, and relate it to an intimate companion of understanding. So this is when you have a good dream. You're supposed to tell someone about your good dream so that the companion does not interpret the dream badly. Well, if you don't tell them about your dream, they're not going to interpret your dream at all. If a person has a bad dream, then spit 3 times over the left shoulder and turn to the other side or stand up to perform salat, reciting the following dua 3 times. Seriously, are dreams like a curse or something? It's a fucking dream. You wake up, you maybe wipe the sweat off your forehead if it's that bad, and you go back to sleep. Here is for morning and evening. This is a big one. You gotta say this every morning, or this one. When the sun rises, you say that one. In the evening, you say that one, or that one. At the expiry of Maghrib time, recite this dua. I have no idea. Other supplications to be recited in the mornings and evenings. Oh good, because there weren't enough already. Oh my god. Supplications to be recited at night. I'd rather sleep at night, but okay. When retiring to sleep, make wudu, dust off the bed 3 times, lie on the right side. Place the right hand under the head or cheeks and recite the following dua 3 times. Jesus fucking Christ, can I just have a nap? I have to work in the morning. Alternatively, recite this one, or recite this one, or recite this one. No, I'll recite this one. Ayesha, is this Aisha? Is this like the same thing, just spelt differently as Aisha, or is it someone different? Narrates that when Prophet Muhammad used to go to the room for sleep, he used to recite surahs, whatever, and blow onto his palms, in such a way that the saliva would drop on them, and then he would rub them over his body 3 times, starting from the front of the face. Disgusting old man. Gross. Besides this, he would recite this 33 times, this 33 times, this 34 times. Also recite this one 3 times. It's just endless. Here's some stuff you're supposed to say when you're wearing new clothes. O Allah, all praises to you, just as you have dressed me. I seek your blessings of it and the blessings of what it is made of, and I seek protection in your refuge. It's basically all the same thing. Allah protect me from all the evil that's everywhere. I'm completely terrified, I live in fear. Note, while removing clothing, recite Bismillah, as Satan does not look at the private parts due to this. If the TSA gets to look at my private parts, I really don't care if Satan does. At the time of anger, or when hearing a donkey or a dog, I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan. Kind of arbitrary, donkeys and dogs, but I knew that Muslims aren't the biggest fans of dogs, generally. At the time of thunder, O Allah, do not let us die by your anger, and do not destroy us with your punishment, but grant us safety. Okay, scared of thunder. Intention of having relations with wife. I am having relations in the name of Allah. O Allah, save us from Satan and keep him away from the children you grant us. The child that is born after the recitation of this dua will never be harmed by Satan. Well shit, I don't see what the big concern is about Satan then, at least in the Muslim world. Note, this dua must be read, for if Allah's name is not taken, the Satan's sperm enters with the man's. Good to know. Are you starting to understand what I was saying about these prayers taking over your life, every aspect of your life, just forcing you to concentrate more and more on your indoctrination?
When you're in the first class or business class, normally in the aircraft, most aircraft, they will come to serve you liquor.
Really? Damn, I need to start flying first class. I flew coach in the Vortex and they didn't offer me shit. And come to think of it, I didn't see another person the whole time. Terrible service.
Sometimes they come, wine sir, and the one who's serving is Fatima. Mukhtar, Omar, beautiful name of Sahaba, come to you, wine sir. Maybe they do not know that you are Muslim.
Or maybe they don't want to be involved in a discrimination lawsuit by some Muslim who either wants to play the victim or, actually wanted some fucking wine. Oh, don't even start.
Should you remind them about something? Should you remind them, brother? Or you just keep quiet? And just, no.
Yeah, the second one. They gave you a question rather than a command, so you can say no if you want to, and yes if you want to. If you say no, I promise they're not going to shove a tube down your throat and pour wine straight into your stomach.
You cannot just quiet and say no. You must have, brother, excuse me, do you know I'm a Muslim? Ask them. Surprising, they'll say yes.
Well, at least you don't have that problem, Yee. I don't think anyone has ever guessed you're a Muslim just by looking at you.
Surprising, they'll say yes. And you ask me wine? Wow.
Oh yeah, just what that poor tired flight attendant needs. Some shitbag passenger who's offended because they did their job and they didn't discriminate. Oh, I didn't make a potentially false assumption based on a generalization of appearances? I'm so sorry, Mr. Passenger. However can I make it up to you? How awful, Mr. Yee, that you might be asked if you want something you don't want. That never happens to anyone else. How can anyone expect you, you precious little princess, to act like a grown-ass man and respond to one question on an entire fucking airplane flight, right?
You know, if I am a man who have no patience, you know what? I'll slap you. You show no respect to me.
Are you fucking kidding me? What's not respectful about treating you like an adult who's perfectly capable of turning down a glass of wine? You're seriously suggesting that unless flight attendants start trying to group passengers by appearance and then apply a different standard for each of them, they're disrespecting you personally? Yeah, they should just put you in charge. That's gonna work out great. I'm sure it's gonna go down real well in the media when Muslims start to notice that flight attendants treat them differently from everyone else.
They say, no, we treat everybody equal.
Yes, they want to treat everybody equally because then nobody is unfairly excluded. That's bad for business. Imagine there's a Muslim on the plane who does drink wine. They do exist, you know, even if you think they're not real Muslims or whatever. And that guy's sitting there happily as the flight attendant comes down the aisle, asking each person on either side if they'd like some wine. And then right when he thinks it's his turn, the attendant walks right past him like he doesn't exist, because that attendant has a certain stereotype in their brain about what people who dress like him want. That's kind of shitty, and it's not going to look real good for that airline. No, you're a big boy. Well, figuratively. I think you'll manage a simple no thank you just like everyone else who doesn't want wine for whatever reason. And if you decide to take offense and slap the attendant, I'm sure there'll be an air marshal there to fuck up your goat face whether it offends you or not.
All these are passengers. So we treat all the passengers equal. I see if there's a monk sitting there with the ihram, the yellow ihram, and you know he's always tahlul, and you know monk is going for vegetarian, you don't ask chicken, fish. Is a disrespect.
No, that is not disrespect. It's the job. You ask the customer what the customer wants. You don't decide for them. If the customer doesn't want what you're offering at the moment, and they're not a perpetually offended asshat, they'll just politely decline, and they won't spare another moment's concern over the fact that you're doing your fucking job. It doesn't matter if they're a Hare Krishna or a Thai Buddhist monk with a yellow robe and a shaved head. You just don't know the beliefs and preferences of every individual, no matter how much you think you know about their religion. Besides which, most people don't know the details of every major religion. Are Buddhist monks vegetarian? All? Some? Hardly any? Are the Thai ones? The Tibetan ones? The Indian ones? You don't have the luxury of standing there staring at the passengers while you Google features of their clothing for hints about what questions are okay to ask them. So there's no point to implementing this discrimination. It's not worth a flight attendant bothering with. All it does is increase the attendant's risk of pissing off a passenger or their employer or the media or maybe all three. So let these poor fucks do their job, asshole. You're riding in first class and they're serving drinks. Just as a baseline, you're already having a better day than they are.
Wearing a cap, sometimes the plane will be delayed for a while. They will double screen again. I don't know why, it's just a cap. You have gone through all the machine already. You should be able to accept, oh, this is a normal passenger. But it can be a problem today, you know. Today, keeping a beard also a problem, brother.
Bitch, please. I don't believe for 1 second that you've ever been discriminated against for looking Muslim. Look at you. Scraggly little goat beard, knit beanie, looking like Lopan in a toque.
I will have both of you roll off to the hell where people are skinned alive. It's that simple, understand?
So anyway, you just got done bitching about how those horrible, evil flight attendants don't stereotype you or treat you unequally. The bastards. And now you expect me to care when you whine about being stereotyped and treated unequally? No, fuck you, dude. You asked for it. You literally just came out and verbally asked for it. Do you want to be equal to the rest of us, or do you want to be treated differently? Pick one or the other. You can't have both. I know what I'd pick. Being treated equally seems a hell of a lot easier for everyone involved, and since I'm not a selfish cunt like you, obviously I'm going to be pretty happy being treated with the same baseline respect as everyone else. But if you choose to be singled out for different treatment, don't be surprised when you get it. And do you want to be treated as a person, or do you want to be treated as a stereotype? When you insist that other people have to try to slot you into stereotypes by appearance and act differently based on that, sometimes you're not going to like how that turns out. I hate to break it to you, but not every stereotype of Muslims is as benign as, oh, he just doesn't like wine. Picking and choosing is not an option. If you're going to insist on this kind of treatment, deal with the consequences. Huh, that got me angrier than I think it should have. It's not like it's anything unusual. I mean, there are all kinds of cunty passengers on airplanes. I guess it's just annoying that you're trying to spread that kind of bullshit. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if you just happened to be a giant douche and you didn't turn that attitude into an ideology that you're trying to spread. But, nah, no big deal. I think I'm just tired. You know, this took a while and it's getting late. So listen, Mr. Yee, it's been fun, but I'm gonna go to bed. Finally time for bed. Oh, I almost forgot to say my magic jinn repelling spell. What was it again?
Bismikallahumma amutu wa ahya.
Right. Bismikallahumma amutu wa ahya. Nailed it. Perfect Arabic. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to catch my next video and all the ones after that. And if you want to support this channel, the very best things you can do are share my videos as much as you can, and subscribe. But you can also like this video, comment, and so on. Or if you really love this channel, you can support me on Patreon. And you see here the people who support me at $10 or more, and here are the people who support me at $5 or more but less than 10. Every single person who's contributing on Patreon is very much appreciated, as are the people who are contributing on PayPal, which you can also do if you want to do a one-off donation. And if you want to get updates or just talk to me, Twitter's the best way, and I also use Facebook sometimes, so follow me in both those places or whichever one you prefer, and I'll see you soon.